everything goes streamlined. Oh shit, he's recording.
Yeah, he's a freaking
All right.
robot, bro. Good morning. Well,
Yeah,
emphasis on
morning
good
for you,
morning.
evening for me.
Emphasis on good morning. It's 3:25 a.m. And today we have Bram Brasher, our third guest on the podcast. Say hello to my 5 subscribers.
6 because I'm about to subscribe.
Hey, that's
Oh
pretty
no, I
good.
already did.
That's pretty good.
Hello, 5 people listening to this.
Well,
Who
just
will
so you
probably
know,
stop listening after 2 minutes.
yeah, probably. But just so you know, the fact that you subscribe now means you're on the ground floor for when I become the next Joe Rogan.
Nice. Well, you're having me on, so you're probably gonna get banned off of every platform known to man.
Oh no, like
Oh
Alex
no,
Jones.
Alex Jones.
I'm a fan of Alex Jones. I think he's
Yeah, me
right
too.
about a lot of stuff. Except for Sandy
The f-
Hook apparently, but I'm not so sure about that. Like maybe it never happened, but I wasn't there, so I wouldn't know.
exactly.
And I
The funny
and I
thing
don't
about him is like, what?
and I don't know who was involved, so it's like it can play out either way, to be honest.
The funny thing about him is like he says like the fucking craziest stuff. Like that's so crazy, and like so many people would be involved in that conspiracy. It can't be true. And
And then it
I'd
is.
say about 70% of the time, it actually turns out to be fucking true.
Yeah,
Or
like
like he misspeaks, like about the whole gay frog thing. Turned
mhm.
out to be true, but not exact. Well, he said it a bit weird.
Yeah, but I wish people would take him more seriously. Well, not too seriously to like shoot up a kindergarten, but like seriously enough to consider the gay frogs or whatever. Because he was talking
To
about like
think critically about it.
yeah, he was thinking about he was talking about pollution and how it's affecting the environment. But the fact that he said gay frogs is like
It's shock value, but like it's like comedic shock value.
yeah. The other day I was watching a podcast. He was in the Flagrant podcast, and he was talking about like pedophiles or something. And then YouTube took it down, so I was like, hmm, kind of sus.
I
But
wonder what that says about YouTube.
wonder what that says about
Hmm.
YouTube. Hmm,
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be saying this shit because, I mean, this is going to be on YouTube.
it'd be funny though if I got
It'd be
banned.
funny if we get taken down.
Yeah, because then that means
Like, oh no, we speak bad about YouTube. Oh no,
yeah,
get him out of here.
yeah, it'd feel good to be a threat to the pedophile infrastructure of YouTube.
Would be funny.
Yeah,
It would be
they'd
funny. It would be
recognize.
like a lifelong memory. Like remember the time I got taken off of YouTube for speaking about pedophilia. You know,
Yeah.
something that is wildly considered to be fucking terrible.
Hmm. Why is it so widespread now?
I mean, it's something you can relate to. Like like almost everyone has kids,
Yeah.
and when and I'm not speaking out of experience yet. Hopefully,
Oh
um,
no.
Jk, I'm impotent. That's not a joke, by the way.
Oh wait,
But
wait. Let's go back to.
it's
Let's put a pin
it's
in
a
that.
universal.
Let's talk.
Yeah,
Let's talk
talk
about
about it
that
later.
later.
Talk about it later. Like so many people can relate to it because almost everyone has kids, and those are the most important things in your life, and you wouldn't want anything
Mhm.
bad to happen to them. And when someone comes in and tries to mess with that, you want to wish bodily harm on them.
Of
Like, oh,
course.
you want to try anything with my kid that they don't like, I will fuck you up.
Hmm.
So it's so easy to relate to.
Yeah, kids are a beacon of innocence in this dirty world.
Not
But
anymore,
like,
they're not.
but I'm confused by like how prevalent pedophilia has become. Because there's so many like famous people or whatever, like coming out as pedophiles or something, and I'm like, why is this happening? And why are there so many of them? Like, Call Me Carson or James Charles, but I don't know if Call Me Carson counts since he there was like a 1 year age gap or whatever.
I didn't even know about that.
You didn't know about that?
Nah.
He disappeared, and James Charles is like,
Yeah, I
I
heard
think,
about the James Charles thing, and I know that. Well, I didn't know about it. I've never thought about it exactly. But Call Me Carson just fucking disappeared.
yeah, that's because there was allegations that he was flirting with a 19-year-old when he was. I mean, how old was they? A 17-year-old when he was 19. Yeah, that's what happened. I think.
I mean,
Eh,
I don't think, and that's me personally, that's like a 2 year age gap.
yeah,
I don't think that's that bad. Like when you've got like 40-year-old guys flirting with 16-year-olds, like
yeah.
that's a problem. But a
It,
17-year-old, like a 19-year-old flirting with a 17-year-old, like that's normal, I'd say.
yeah, I understand the power differential, but it's not like something he should be ended over, you know?
It's weird about how like, well, that and like exposed culture nowadays. It's weird.
Yeah, exposed culture
A friend of
is.
mine in high school, she was 17. Her boyfriend was 24, I believe. 23 or 24. But that guy was like a fucking multi-millionaire already. And I met him. He's a cool guy. He took me to Subway and I was like, yo, I gotta pay my shit. And he's like, nah, fam, I got you.
I like how you're
He
with a
picked us up in a Jaguar and
multimillionaire.
stuff. It was awesome.
He went with a multimillionaire to Subway. It's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
Because I was friends with, it was like in my finals year. So last year. And I was friends with the girl, but I didn't know her. We started the year, and I was like, "Yo, you seem cool," or no, I remember what it was because she was. I mean, she was fine, my guy. She was fine, and I was like, "All right, how the fuck do I talk to this girl?" And she was the only girl in our class to have a MacBook, like the Apple laptop. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'll talk to her about that. Like, nice laptop you got. And she was like, yeah, I'm playing GTA. You want to watch? And I was like, fuck yeah. She was playing San Andreas in class, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. Because we got school laptops, and you couldn't download on those.
San Andreas.
Fucking amazing. So we became friends really quickly because we were basically the same. And apparently, eventually, I asked her like you got a boyfriend or something? And she was like, yeah, I got one. I was like, yeah, that's dope. I was like, she was like, yeah, his name is, I'm not gonna say it, but this is his name. He's 23. He's a millionaire. And I'm like, fucking what?
Jeff Bezos.
She said, yeah, he's gonna pick me up. He's gonna pick me up at the end of the day. You wanna come? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll come. So he drives up to our campus in this fucking Jaguar, and he's like, "Yo," and he's like to me, like, "Yo, we're gonna go to Subway. You wanna come?" And I'm like, "Fuck yeah, I wanna come, dude. That's a fucking Jaguar. You're amazing." So we go there, and that was back when, yeah, like 2 years ago. Now I can't even think of a Subway anywhere near me. So we go there, we get our
So
sandwiches, and he fucking pays for me. And I'm like, dude, you're a legend. And he's like, I know. That's awesome. It was awesome.
that sounds very.
He lived in a castle, like a literal castle.
No, he sounds evil. He has an
Just
ulterior
his
motive.
evil lair.
Of course. I mean, why else would you live in a castle other than I don't know. I guess
I
if
mean,
you're
those spiral
flexing.
stairs are pretty dope.
Wait, I'm still trying to collect myself here. Why did I want to have you on again?
Because,
Something. Oh, Islam. You were
amazing.
talking about Islam.
Islam. Oh,
Yeah, you
God.
said Islam was an overarching conspiracy. And I already know about the
That's that.
pedophile
Those aren't my
warlords.
specific words. No.
You said you hated Muslims and that you wanted to purge them from the face of the earth. Am I correct? Or
Uh,
no, I'm just kidding. I'm just
um,
kidding.
that is not what I said. Um, I do have something against Islam, but that's because I
Hmm.
think it's an opposite culture.
Yeah, I think that's the common consensus in Western.
Exactly.
Um,
Like the Quran is like a way of life, and you can say, oh, it's the same with the Bible, and like yeah, kinda, but over like in general, Muslims are seen to be more extremists
yeah, there's
than
some.
Christians.
That's
Like
yeah,
Christians are like care for each other, don't kill, stuff like
yeah,
that. The Quran is like no,
yeah. That's because
no.
well, to my knowledge, Islamic doctrine factors in two um states of teaching. There's Muhammad of Mecca, and then there's Muhammad of Medina, where Muhammad of Mecca was the more Jesus type diplomatic arbitrator, and Muhammad of Medina was the like die by the blade, you know. So in my mind, I think I know it's a weird thought, but I think terrorists are in a way more noble than the more noble than the Muslims of Western civilization trying to neuter the religion. You get my point?
I
Because
get what you're saying, and I think you're right, but I don't agree. Like, well,
well,
I
I'm
agree, but
yeah,
it's not that I. You know what I mean.
yeah. Well,
They're willing to
through
die
the
for their
yeah,
beliefs. That's
well,
what I'm saying. That
yeah,
it's hard to respect it.
because through the
Not to respect it.
lens, yeah, through the lens of their religion, they're fulfilling all the tenets of it. But I'd rather it not cost the lives of other people,
Oh
but
yes,
you
definitely,
know,
it's true.
but in a way, they're more
And
noble
it's
than
not just
these.
it's
Yeah,
not I gotta say that before people start calling me a right extreme right or like extremist. It's not just Muslims who do this. I'm aware. I know like religion in general is fucked. People do fucked things. It's not just Muslims. I'm saying um overall, like doesn't it say in the Quran like if you kill a disbeliever you go directly to heaven?
is that true? Maybe.
I'm pretty
Um,
sure.
Let me fact check this.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do.
Quran, kill enemy, go to heaven.
Disbeliever.
The Quran's verses of violence. Oh, I feel like I'm dabbling somewhere sacred that I don't completely know about, but this is the outcome when your religion is sending child soldiers in the Middle East.
I mean, that's not Islam in general. It's like people in that part of the world are more Islamic. For instance, like here in the West, more people are Christian, for example. There, more people are Muslim. So
Mhm.
yeah, if someone does someone does something there, like, well, 90% chance he's also Muslim.
What the heck? I'm on this website with all the Quran verses, and there's like pictures of like ISIS members on the side or whatever, and I'm like, what?
That's
Wait,
you went into a black hole, my guy.
where am I? Islamic
It's you
terrorists
should
have carried
probably
out.
get out of this before you go further down the rabbit hole.
Oh yeah, I don't have a VPN on. Oh, did you
Yeah,
just
we
kill
should probably drop the subject before we get on a
a
watch list.
kill a Jew? Go to heaven? What the frick? Where am I? What am I doing here?
You
How do
should get out of there.
I? How do I fact check without getting swatted? Okay,
That's
whatever.
it's
I'm
like a
out of there.
fine line between fact checking and getting on a watch list. Getting
Okay,
swatted.
but let's get back to how you. What did you? What were you talking about? You said it was a grift of some kind, but how so?
Sorry, what?
You were saying like Islam was a conspiracy to some degree, but what do you
No, no,
mean
no,
by
no,
that?
no. It's an opposite culture.
Oh, so you,
It's yeah, like I said, the Quran has these certain rules, and like some of them go directly up against normal society's laws. For example, like
hmm
a lot of the Quran is oppressionistic. Is that a word?
yeah, it's
They're
very
oppressive against women,
yeah, it's very
which is
antithetical
against the
to
law.
yeah,
Like
it's
a
very
lot of the
anti
Quran's rules are in direct conflict with, you know, most countries' laws.
yeah.
So that's
But
the thing. I I don't have a lot to say about it. It's just something that I find interesting, and
well,
everyone has an opinion about it. So it's amazing for ruining family reunions, for example, which I hate.
do you have
It's
any
it's
encounters with
fuck.
Islam?
Sorry.
Have you had any like lasting encounters with Islam? Is it or
The school I go to at the moment is almost exclusively populated by Islamic students,
Muslims?
Muslims. Yeah, that's. I'm retarded, my guy. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, almost my whole school is Muslim, and I can definitely notice a like it's not a Muslim school or anything. It's just that
hmm
90% of students who go there are Muslim, which is something that I've personally kind of got a problem with. Like, I feel uncomfortable at times.
What country do you go to school in?
I live in the Netherlands. I go to
Oh,
school in the Netherlands, and I
so
go to
that
school in
oh,
Amsterdam. So that's terrible. I fucking hate Amsterdam. I swear to God.
what's wrong with Amsterdam?
Well, I just hate cities in general because I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. So for me, it's a huge shock to go to a city. And where I currently live is like we don't. It's not a very multicultural place where I live. So for me, it's a huge shock to go from um, 16 years of well, almost 17 years of high school, everything up to like, oh wow, I gotta travel 2 hours a day to and from to my school, where
Dang.
I first of all hate the education, then I can't form any bonds with the students, and I get fucking like teachers. They almost they react to me differently. Like they sugar like what's the word I'm looking for? They're
Uh,
very easy on me. Like I can't do anything wrong in their eyes, which I hate.
they think you're retarded.
Not per se retarded. It's
No,
just
I'm
that
just kidding.
I'm the only white student in my class.
What?
And I definitely get different treatment. Like I see that. And I see students react to me differently because of it.
Wait,
Like if
why?
I because what?
I thought the Netherlands was predominantly white, but
Yeah, it is. Yeah, mostly, and a lot of us. Well, I'm not gonna generalize here, but
of course.
um, when your second largest political party is political program is about 70% we don't want immigrants. When that's your second largest political party, that says a lot.
Ah, I see.
Like their whole political program is one sheet of paper.
So you
And
just
about
happen
70%
to
of that
go.
is we don't want immigrants. Get out of here.
So you just
They
happen
want
to
to
go
ban
to a
Islam.
very.
Uh, sir?
So you just happen to go to a very concentrated region of the Netherlands, where you have mostly wait well, Islam isn't an ethnicity. Wait, so what's the race of the other people that go to your school?
Yeah, almost exclusively.
Middle Eastern?
Fuck, what's the word? Almost all of my school is made up of immigrants, and I say
Oh,
immigrants very cautiously because all of them, well, on a few exceptions, all of them
wow.
have a background of
Terrorism.
not per se terrorism yet, at least. It's more
That'd be
so
funny.
they've got an immigration background.
Oh,
And when I walk out of class, like to go to the bathroom, or for example, yeah, I only hear like almost made up languages. It's
made
baffling
up.
to me because, yeah, like I said, 17 years of living in bumfuck nowhere where um, fucking, well, people here are racist to say the least and not accepting.
Oh no. What's your
It's,
opinion?
go on.
I don't know, it's fine. You can.
It's well, it's Caucasian paradise. Let's just say it like that. It's a
What's your
society where the word Aryan is taken to the next level, almost
area?
exclusively inbreds.
So, what's your opinion on race in general? Because I think it's a dead meme, to be honest. I think people
It
should get
truly
over it.
is. At least on the internet, it's a fucking dead meme.
Because
Like,
ethnicity, I understand culture, because that's how people conduct themselves on a wide scale. Because you can have conflicting cultures, but you can't have conflicting races because it's not a thing anymore, in my
do you
opinion.
believe in different races?
Well, obviously, there are different races, but I don't think it should dictate anything in the modern society as it does now with everything that's going on.
It's weird.
But I think um, race is a thing that. What am I even talking about? It's because of all the brain leaving my blood. Wait,
My
whatever.
guy, it's so fucking early for you. I totally get it.
Jesus.
Fucking
Um.
speech impediment.
So earlier you said you were impotent, and I thought that was funny. So why is that? And
Can you repeat the question again?
oh Jesus. Okay. You said you were impotent earlier. So what's going on
Oh
with that?
yeah. Well, that's a long story. Um, I basically can't have kids. It's genetical.
Oh, what
And then you
happened?
say it like, oh, it's if it's genetical, then how the fuck did your parents get you?
This-
I'm adopted. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not adopted. At least as far as I know. I'm still
Mm.
waiting on the DNA results. But no, it's yeah, it is genetical,
So is it
and
like
it's from my dad's side, and from
oh,
my dad's side, I also get kidney diseases
damn.
and like kidney failure, whatever, and high blood pressure. From my mom's side, I get low blood pressure, which is dominant in my genes. So I've got a low blood
Oh,
pressure. I've recently discovered that I've got a bowel infection or like a bowel disease,
Jesus.
which fucking sucks.
Oh,
Um, it's like I'm fucked basically.
well, let's
My
go back.
genes are.
Let's go back to the impotent thing.
Yeah.
So, like, can you not jizz, or is
Oh,
your
I can
jizz not
jizz.
effective?
Yeah. No, I can't. I just can't have kids.
Oh,
Which I'm well at the moment. Like I'm 17, almost 18. I'm planning on having kids anytime soon. And even if I was, I'm like very on the fence about it. I
well, of
as
course.
I don't have a problem with it, is what I'm trying to say. It's
Yeah,
not the end of the world.
Yeah, kids are a big commitment. Like when you have kids, they become your priority in life, and
Yeah, exactly as what we talked about with the pedophilia.
yeah,
Like they're
exactly.
your
You want to
everything.
protect them. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
I'd rather they not be born so they don't get corrupted by this world. You know what I'm saying?
Especially nowadays.
Like Attack on Titan level euthanasia.
I've never
See,
seen Attack on Titan.
so you said your parents helped the Nazis back in the war. What's that about?
My on my mom's side, my great grandpa, I believe, when we had the Nazis here, first of all, people always say terrible things. It's not that bad. Like the Nazis did
No,
a lot of good things here, and I'm
no.
not well, apart from the mass genocide, of course. Um, but no,
Mhm.
they helped a ton here, and like with infrastructure,
Yeah, of course.
like everything, and it's
And
crazy.
here's the
And when you
issue.
hear like from a different perspective, my
Mhm.
grandpa they helped. He was, or my great grandpa, he was, believe, like my mom told me about it once or twice. Like he was a bicycle maker or whatever, like a
Okay.
handyman basically. And well, when they came here, the whole town was like, "You can't take him away. Like we need him." And they were like, "Fucking sure, stay here. We don't care." And he helped them like, "Oh, there's something wrong with this or with this." Then he'd fix something in return for like fuel, ammo, and he actually got a couple rifles. He learned to shoot.
He has Nazi rifles.
Yeah, he got like
That's
rifles from
badass.
soldiers and like ammo. Yeah, it's fucking amazing.
Did he? Does he? Is it still in the family, or did he sell them off or something?
I don't know. I think they got impounded, I believe, after the
Oh,
war.
what?
Yeah,
Why?
but my grandpa still has rifles. Like he uh, I gotta get this right. I believe he has, yeah, I'm trying to get it right. He is part of the shooting club.
Hmm.
Um and he keeps the rifles at home, like
Yeah,
for the whole club.
the Nazis were
And
really technologically advanced for their time. Have you seen that gun? That's like a belt buckle.
belt
But
buckle. Oh,
yeah,
like
have
a
you seen
belt
the
buckle gun.
Nazi?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
have you
it
seen the
on
Nazi
YouTube.
gun belt buckle? I know. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
what
saw
the
that.
hell?
That's fucking amazing.
Like, imagine being deployed and your troop.
Belt, go gadget belt buckle gun. Just
Exactly,
fucking shoot a guy.
you get go gadgeted by a Nazi as you become scouting.
Oh, sorry, that's my bird. That's terrible.
Your bird.
He's sleepy. Yeah, it's 10 a.m.
Oh
and he's been
no.
up for a while, and
Oh,
he's like, I want to go to sleep because he sleeps with me in my bed.
he's. How do you not
That
crush him?
sounds terrible. What?
How do you not crush him?
Christian?
Like,
What?
I'm a crush, cause like you're
Oh,
sleeping,
no, no,
right?
no. I don't have a
And
crush on
he's
my bird. I'm not into bestiality, I swear.
no, I mean, like when you're sleeping and you like roll over, how do you not like
Oh,
squish him?
I crush. No, because I don't move in my sleep.
Dang.
Yeah, I
If
don't
I had
move.
a,
He sits like in between my legs.
huh?
He's like
You're
awesome.
just making this more and more suspicious.
No, I swear to God, he like I'll show like a picture of him
Huh? Because
later. But
I
he's
have
like
bird.
hopping like all over me and
Because
flying through my room because he wants attention. He doesn't like it when I talk to other people.
I have birds too, but like I keep them in a cage.
That's awesome. What kind of breed do you have?
I don't know, but they're songbirds or whatever, or lovebirds. So
Oh, I've got a lovebird.
fuck, they're really
Lovebirds don't sing. They scream.
they scream. They're really silent because the cage has broken them. You know.
The cage is. Oh fuck. That's terrible.
No, they're fine.
They've
You
been
give
in the
them
hole for too long.
even in the hole. They have each other though, and that's what counts in this world.
Yeah, my bird just has me, and I just have him or
I mean,
her. I don't know.
so going back to the Nazi thing, at least your bloodline wasn't implicated in any, you know,
No, I've
Jew
got
hunting.
no. Jesus, that got dark really quick.
I mean, I'm saying at least um
No,
your
my grandfather or no one in my family, as far as I know of, hasn't helped in departing any Jews.
okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, well,
What I
depends on
don't
how you look.
Yeah, what I don't understand with the Holocaust is the fetishization of it,
Oh,
because
weird.
because the Holocaust represents a the negative effects of a, what is it called, authoritarian government, you know,
Yeah,
and authoritarian fascist government, which is on the right side of the aisle.
I guess
Then
I'm pretty sure you could say far right.
yeah, far right. But then you have the same thing happening with the communists, where more people starved and died in its own little Holocaust type thing, but nobody
And
fetishizes that.
that's not as widely accepted by the media. Like, what not as
Yeah,
widely covered. Like everyone always says, like, "Oh wow, Nazis bad," and it's a whole meme on the internet. Like, "Oh
yeah,
fucking communism, hell yeah, communism is
yeah.
awesome and stuff." It's so weird to me. Like, I've never been able to wrap my head around it.
Yeah,
Like,
communism is pretty based though. No.
it's so weird. Like, is it just easy to wrap your head around it? Like, oh wow, communism good because everyone gets same thing.
Because
Eat the
everyone gets
rich,
it.
you know?
I think that's because of the common sentiment nowadays with corporatism being a main theme of just living, you know? You have Bill
Yeah.
Gates trying to chip you at all times. And I think that
Do you
makes
want to get?
people.
I'm gonna get really political for a second. Like,
Mhm.
in in case we haven't been politically already, do you want the corona vaccination?
Corona vaccination. I'm gonna wait for people to take it, and when they start getting, there's evidence that they've been sterilized or chipped or anything, I won't take it. But let's say they take it and they're fine, I'll be like, okay, I guess I'll take it. You know?
I really don't want it. And I'm not against vaccinations. Like, I'm pro vaccinations, trust me.
Mm, I'm
It's
against
just that
the.
now it's
Mhm.
in a really weird spot.
Yeah,
Like,
it's never
it's
happened before.
yeah, it's on the open market for as a first. Like, everyone can work on it. Like, everyone can submit. Second of all, it's not a one-time thing. You got to take one every 3 months.
Hmm.
That's a red flag.
That's kind of sus, because
Exactly.
the AstraZeneca vaccine.
No, no.
The AstraZeneca vaccine specifically, um, there's a lot of side effects to in a lot of foreign country in a lot of Asian countries, I think. And apparently the CEO of AstraZeneca or whatever, or the distributor, he's like a former eugenicist, which is kind of like sketchy.
English isn't my first language. What is eugenicist?
Eugenicist is basically the Nazi philosophy of, if we kill Jew, world becomes better because of natural selection. So
That's
apparently he was a former
weird.
member of the Eugenicist Foundation, and now he's distributing AstraZeneca vaccines. But nobody's covering this.
That's weird.
I know, it's weird. There's a lot of weird things happening. Bill Gates wants to shoot.
Exposure culture is so weird. Like, oh, we're gonna expose this guy for this stupid thing he did like 40 years ago. But
Well, this
something
is
like that
recent.
doesn't get covered by the media.
Yeah, this is worse. Being part of the Eugenicist Foundation. Why does Bill Gates want to shoot a missile into the atmosphere? What are we doing?
So
What are we
weird.
what are we doing as
Oh
this?
shit, have you seen like the Elon Musk videos of him or like his self-landing rockets?
What? Really?
Like,
Wait,
like SpaceX, like Elon Musk.
yeah. Elon Musk
Yeah.
is pretty based.
He's
Hold
nah,
on.
I like that guy. He's
Yeah,
awesome.
he's pretty cool. You know,
Pretty
there
cool.
was there's lots of people on the fence about liking him because of him using conflict minerals in his products, but I think he said he outsourced them to Australia instead, which I think is more ethical, obviously, instead of like Apple, you know, getting lithium from the Middle East wars. Let's see,
You know,
self.
I always find like that kind of stuff weird. Like, oh, yeah, like fucking I find slave labor so weird
Mhm. And
because
it still exists, obviously.
I mean, of course it exists and it always will exist because, it's an easy way. You exploit people who are to
Mhm.
you just a graph, just a number. Like, you don't care about them. All of their family has been doing it for generations, probably. It's
Yeah,
so weird.
even
And
now.
yeah, exactly. Like, how much fucking slave labor is there? How many
Like,
products are made with slave labor?
yeah,
Like
especially
90% of my technology that I have on my setup right now
uh
is most likely made by underpaid Chinese laborers.
it's coated in blood.
Yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Like a blood
Especially
diamond. Like I've got a blood iPhone.
especially now because people think slavery's been abolished in Western society, but it's mostly been outsourced. You know, we live in a neo-feudalist society where the poor exist somewhere else, but we still get stuff. And I think it's worse now than it was in like the Middle Ages because our standard of living is so high. So you need to employ more slaves to um, supply for that way of living. You know?
What a lot of yeah, I get it. And what a lot of people don't understand is like not everyone can live like this. Like if we're gonna let everyone live on the same level, it's not gonna be as fancy as we live in most Western countries.
Hmm.
And it's weird to realize. Like when you do realize, like, oh shit, if we want to help these people, I gotta give up my shit as well.
Well,
That
I'm not
that's
doing that.
that's fucking weird. Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah,
I don't care, and that's a harsh thing to say. I
yeah,
don't care.
honestly, I don't either because what am I gonna do? You know?
Exactly. What the fuck am I gonna do? Like, oh no, no, you shouldn't say that. We should think as a collective, and it all starts with you. Yeah, but even when you've got protests or fucking foundations made out of thousands of people, like you still don't accomplish shit because all big corp, like fucking big pharma, whatever, like big tech, like everyone is in on it.
Yeah, we're all
What
implicated in this crime. I think in the future they're gonna look back on us as like pigs, you know,
monkey
or you know, the same
as
way
monkeys?
it's like disgusting. What do you call them? Bourgeoisie pigs because of the way we lived and the way other people suffered, and we just kind of ignored that. Just like how we eat meat, but a lot of people can't come to terms with how it's made.
If you're
Yeah,
gonna say like everyone likes meat,
yeah.
that's a fact. But if you're gonna say, oh hey, you're gonna go to the grocery, get a fucking chicken, whatever,
Hmm.
pork chops. Like that's nice. Like you go to like fucking you go to the butcher or whatever, and
Yeah,
he's got
that's
these
clean.
nice cuts all laid out, and he's like, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm mouth watering like right now. But
Yeah.
then if you go to a farm or whatever,
Hmm.
and um, and this is me speaking from personal experience because,
Hmm.
like I said, I live in bumfuck nowhere. Almost everyone around me lives on a farm. Um, and then when it's like, oh, you want to get fresh chicken because I got asked that once. Like friends of mine, like friends of my family, they've got a farm and they got cows and everything and chickens. And
And
I'm pretty good friends with them as well. And he's
mhm.
like, yo, I want to show you something. I'm like, awesome. He's like, you like barbecuing, right? I'm like, yeah, I fucking love barbecuing. He's like, I got fucking these amazing spare ribs. And I'm like, dude, nice. So we walk back and he just shows me a cow. He's like, you know what's gonna happen to her? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, they're gonna take her
She's
away
gonna.
tomorrow to a butchery. I'm gonna get her back, like, in fucking Foley. We're gonna grill her up in the weekend. And I'm like, dude, don't do this to me. Like, that leaves a mental scar on you.
I think
Seeing that cow, seeing him fucking
yeah.
live, and then a couple days later, you're eating him. That fucks with your mind.
I think it's healthy
That's
though.
fucked.
I think it's healthy though that you know where your food is coming from. That way you're not just implicated in the crime ignorantly, you know?
Yeah.
Because since I moved here in
I'm
the
aware of
Philippines,
me eating. I'm aware of me eating meat, like when I'm eating like chicken wings or whatever. I know this came from a chicken. I know the way it happens, but I condone it. I'm fine with it because
because I like eating them.
yeah, because I like meat. I like meat too much to give it up. And my nieces are vegetarians, and I don't respect them.
Uh,
I
like
find vegetarians so weird because for some reason they always think they're better than you. Like, I gave up meat. This was really hard. Respect me. Give me a fucking medal, bitch.
yeah, I think
Like,
people who I think people weren't meant to only eat vegetables because like the way
it
we
can't be healthy.
yeah the way we are because they're more dangerous because you can eat any meat but you can't eat every plant, you know? So I don't think we're compatible with that lifestyle.
I'm not sure if you can eat every meat.
I think you can.
Like,
You can
meat
eat
overall is pretty. Well, I mean, you probably could. But, like,
I
every
mean,
meat is kind of the same. Like, plants aren't.
yeah, exactly. But plants have like a really varying chemical composition that'll like fuck you up if you eat the wrong one.
A plant will fuck you up.
Exactly. You know, like radish, what is it called? Rutabagas or something? Beetroots? Well, I forgot, but it's some common uh produce aisle stuff. If you eat the roots, you will like you like crap yourself like infinitely until you die. I was like, what the
That's fucked.
I know.
Plants are weird, my guy.
Plants
Like,
are
you got
scary.
yeah, plants are scary.
It's
Like, you got
like
plants that will fuck with your mind. You got plants that will fuck with this very specific part of your body. It's weird.
yeah,
Speaking
like
of plants, weed. What's the date?
weed.
420.
Oh
No,
wait,
it's
what?
420, my guy. Yeah, it is. I've
Oh no, I'm a
talked to like 10 people today, and I've told every one of them it's 420 today.
oh,
Everyone's reaction was the same. It's 420? Oh
uh,
shit, you're right.
I'm a day ahead. Dang it.
Yeah, you're. Fuck you.
But 420 was Hitler's birthday, which I
I
think
was
is
gonna fucking. I was gonna talk about it. Like, what do we celebrate in 420? Everyone's like, I don't know. Like, Hitler's birthday.
dang it. Why
Also,
was Hitler
uh,
such a meme?
Hitler is just a fucking meme at this point.
He's
Like,
such a
no
meme.
one, like, everyone has the same experience with him nowadays. Like, you either get exposed to him via the internet first, which means you're probably a Nazi, but
Yeah, I'm a
no
neo-Nazi.
one respects you. The second way you get exposed to him is in history class, as most people do. Or again, it's via the internet, but instead of turning into a Nazi, it's, Hitler's a meme.
I feel
And
like
World War II
schools,
has been
yeah,
it's just weird, my guy.
I
Like,
feel
it's
like
been so
schools should,
long ago, people don't respect it
yeah,
anymore.
I feel like schools should tell us how bad people we are. You know what I'm saying? Because they
I
talk
mean,
about
school
Hitler.
definitely brainwashes you.
Yeah,
Like, it's a
they
well, not per se brainwashes. It's an influence. It's a big influence on you.
Like they say Hitler was this like lone guy who was super evil and we defeated him. But it's like it's technically worse now and the Holocausts are on a grander scale since we have the better technology for it, you know? Especially with like the Uyghur Holocaust, like we're technically all implicated in that. Like history's gonna
Like,
look
you know
back on
about the
us.
Chinese Holocausts, like happening right now, like the Chinese fucking ethnicity camps.
Yeah, they're just straight up murking anyone who isn't Han Chinese and like raping their families so that they can have kids that are
I'm
more
not sure if
Han.
that's accurate. Like,
Yeah,
I
it is.
believe you, but I haven't heard it myself.
Yeah, I researched it earlier. This is verified. There's like Han soldiers raping Uyghur Muslim women. That
I
way
mean,
the
yeah, I know about like the Muslim oppression, like in West China,
Mhm.
like the whole rehabilitation camps,
I like
and
how we
that's
were
weird because they're not even hiding it.
yeah, no, because um it's like the pedophile thing, you know? Since our world leaders are implicated in China with China in some financial way, it would affect their agenda to stop them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
What am I going to do?
Yeah,
And it
what am I gonna do?
technically
And what is like, even if you get like a world government, let's say the US, you know, the well, this is gonna be controversial. The second largest or second most important world government
second more.
stand up against it. They can't do shit because
But
what
we police
happens?
the world. We police the world.
It's so weird.
I think it's funny.
Like, what are they gonna do? Stop importing from China, you know, with their cheap, immense labor pool?
Exactly. I think it's funny how
It's not
people
gonna happen.
say
It's never gonna happen.
I think it's funny how people say America polices the world because
It's no.
it's like I mean I guess, but like
I mean,
in
America has culture influence.
I mean yeah, because all of the tech billionaires live there and like, you know, they can distribute
People look
their
up to America,
they
but
distribute their
they get
beliefs.
changed. It's fucked, my guy. Like, it's a whole rabbit hole to go down.
Yeah,
Like,
you have all
what
these tech
does
billionaires forcing their ideologies on the rest of the world and then the world happily complies because it's a new service. Who's
By
that?
the way, I'm sorry to say it like this. It's 10:15 p.m. I don't live in that big of a house. My parents are about to go to sleep, and my mom has been knocking on my door telling me to shut the fuck up for the past 10 minutes.
Damn. Okay,
I say that we continue this tomorrow?
wait a second.
Question mark.
Let's see. Let's just close it off now, and maybe
Yeah,
you can
because
be
I've got a ton of
a
more shit to
repeat
talk about.
guest. Okay, let's see. You can be a repeat guest. I don't have anyone else lined up, but let's see.
Like, what time is it for you right now? Really
Uh,
early.
4
4.
now.
It is 10 for me right now. I don't
Okay.
have to sleep for that long. If I wake up at 6, then we can switch it up, like really early for me, really late for you.
But let's see. Um, there's this. You still have like a minute, right? Because there's this tribute
I've
to
got a minute.
Afghanistan. Yeah, there's this tribute to Afghanistan that I think we should close off on. Because you know the war just ended,
Yeah,
and you know I think we should honor these people who participated in this just war with this tribute I found on YouTube.
are we gonna pay tribute to fallen soldiers
We're gonna
by
pay tribute to the war itself. It was a
can
sponsor of
yeah.
this podcast, actually. We used to receive blood money, but now that it's over, we can't get that
Shit.
funding.
We lost sponsor.
We lost a sponsor. We're still sponsored by the NSA and the CIA. You know.
Nice. And
Okay.
sponsored by our today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh yeah, we got to do the Afghanistan war. This is a tribute to
Is this
the
it?
this is a tribute to the
Yeah.
Afghanistan war,
Let's
my
listen.
first war.
Yeah. It's gonna be
And I never thought I'd feel this way. Far as I'm concerned, I'm glad I got the chance to say that I do believe I love you, Taliban. And if I should ever go away, the rocky shores, the skies are gray. Your fucking kids you've chained to your bedpost. I read that in an article. If you can remember me, keep smiling, keep shining. 21 years of just war. It's a just war to help the pedophile warlords. We grow opium for Vicodin. Oxycontin tastes so good for sure.
So that's the shit you were
Especially when it's grown by pedophile warlords. Nothing grows but opium and boys in Afghanistan. Bin Laden wasn't even there, but who cares? You people have cool hair. The Pashtuns, I think they were involved, I forget. Kabul, it went kaboom. And then we saw a group of pedophile warlords growing opium and we said, keep smiling, keep shining. You're gonna have a democracy so you can fuck kids and grow opium for the drug addicts who live in our country and lithium ion. We're gonna mine that because Apple needs it to make iPhones so that our pedophiles can look up porn too. It's about heroin and pedophilia. That's the entire foreign policy of our country. It's about heroin and pedophilia. That's what aliens would say if they looked at history. It's kind of amazing. They'd go, all they ever did was fuck kids and get high. They could have done so much other shit, but they didn't. 21 years of fucking kids and getting high. 9/11 never even happened. The towers are still there. They are giving vaccines in them now, for sure. You're a pedophile warlord. 21 years. Obama, Trump, and now Biden says we are not going there anymore. We're bringing the pedophile warlords to America. You can come to America now. Welcome. Bring your heroin. We've got boys. Welcome to America, says President Biden. You can fuck kids and grow heroin here. Ask everyone their pronouns. It's been 21 years of creating chaos in hell for financial gain. Thank you for everything. We love you, and we hope you love us. Here's to 21 more years of hell. Take that pill. It'll make you feel better. And don't worry, we'll be back. We always come back. We'll be back. But until we do, we love you. So that's our
God bless America.
that is our montage and our tribute to
I want to be back on this podcast.
Afghanistan
because,
and a just and
like,
beautiful
I
war.
really did. Like, this is fucking awesome with you. And
Thank
before I
you.
go, like, I'm gonna be back. Like, and before I go, before I go, I've got one more thing to say. Like, a couple more things to say. I'm gonna fucking shotgun this shit. Alright, here it goes. Hitler did nothing wrong, the Holocaust didn't happen, there was no second tower, Epstein didn't kill
Oh,
himself,
no.
Clinton is running a pedophile sex ring in her Freddy Fazbear pizza joint. See ya!
Thank you, everyone, for joining us today on the Ethan Cortez podcast.